Tim, a railroad bell from the 1940s that right now feels like a hope diamond to either team. Loftus with Jordan Waters on 1st and 10. And it is Waters circling here to the near side, and he gives Duke the lead.
Chapman just loses contain. Similar to the last touchdown from Jordan Waters, where he's able to get outside Giovanni Biggers after the stiff arm. Didn't even need the stiff arm here. Just good vision by Waters. Duke's gonna end up going for 2.
8 plays, 54 yards in 4:20. And that's the difference between the 2 Duke touchdowns from Jordan Waters that has brought the Blue Devils and put them back in front, their longest run of the day, and now trying to make it a 3-point difference. 2-point try for Loftus and Duke. He'll throw, caught Calhoun, 2 points for Duke. It's a 3-point game. What a 15-play stretch for Duke, Tim.
Really remarkable. Obviously, a lot of it Jordan Waters, but how about the route design on the 2-point play as well to give you a little bit of room. That's what I mean, you get to the touchdown. Here's Chapman right here. Waters is just going to do this and then bounce it outside. They just lose contain. It's a push crack, meaning Calhoun, the receiver 5, is going to push up the field and then crack an inside defender. It's Biggers there. The replace has to come from the corner. It's Chapman, and he just takes a really poor angle. So Barton should be excited about it. He battles himself back into this football game. And then how about the route combination? It's working Calhoun on a bit of an arrow route. Starts inside, snaps it back out, and wow.
Here we are. So Duke with the 3-point lead. North Carolina in their last 5 games has allowed 58 fourth-quarter points after allowing just 3 in their first 5. And the Tar Heels, who led double figures against Virginia and Georgia Tech, now find themselves playing from behind again here in the 4th at home in Chapel Hill, as they did against the Cavaliers. And granted, now Louisville, if they win at Miami, they're going to play Florida State in Charlotte. But if Louisville stumbles, the winner of this game is part of that inside track, Tim.
Well, listen, you're sitting at this point, you know, in your Carolina, and you've won 7 games. Like, there's a pretty good chance still in the mix with a lot of football left. And well, look, Duke as well, sitting here with 6 wins.
Quick throw, Hampton, and he cannot break away from Stinson. Terrific play by Jalen Stinson. Takes Carolina down for a 3-yard loss on 1st down.
Yeah, Stinson out of the middle of the field comes flying to Omarion Hampton and beats the block of Nesbitt. You lose a couple yards.
Snap to May. Going to take a deep shot for Walker. Tez there. It's caught. In Duke territory goes Tez Walker again with Al Blades defending.
Tez Walker just has so much speed. He can stack the defender when he runs a go route. And then that was a really nice job of Drake Maye, taking some air off of it and shooting it, kind of driving the ball to Tez Walker.
43 yards in the throw, and now
rolling on the field, catch, inbounds. The previous play is under further review.
Wow, okay. So Tez Walker looking as if, really?
Just at the point of the reception, I didn't think it was an issue at all once he caught the football. Maybe going back a little bit further to figure out.
He's had catches of 43, 48, and 43 tonight.
Here's at the bottom of the screen. He's got press man coverage. It's Bale. Montez just used his speed to run by Al Blades.
Never went out of bounds, did he? On the route early on?
And that's good on Sundays. You just look at this here. It's catch 1, 2, 3.
But did he get knocked out in the first 7 yards when he got edged toward the sideline?
I know. Well, if he got pushed out initially, he's reestablished.
That's
if he
correct.
was pushed out.
Right.
It was Bale coverage, so he really wasn't contacted. I don't know why he would have run himself out of bounds.
Unless they have an angle we don't have, right? So,
or unless he brings himself out of bounds, but that would be a weird thing to do. Really, as a receiver, you're trying to hold a line to leave your quarterback room to throw the football. You see Tez here, because Al Blades is bailing, he just runs. He's in bounds here. That left foot's on the hash mark.
That's in bounds, it looks like. And that one's in bounds.
Yeah, he's in bounds.
Okay. So everything we've seen so far looks like a catch.
There's no question once the ball gets to him that he's in bounds. I think the question may end up being...
After further review, the receiver did not step out of bounds, made the catch, first down.
I think that's exactly what they're looking at, Wes. They're going back to the beginning saying, did he just go run himself out of bounds? And listen, I think it's fair to look at it. It was close enough, I guess, to take a peek at it on such a big play.
He's got 6 for 155, 4 shy of his career high. 1st and 10 in Duke territory for Maye and the Tar Heels. Drake wants to sail it again to the end zone. It is incomplete. Brandon Johnson raked it out on a ball for Walker.
I'll tell you,
this is some kind of play here.
Yeah, well, and it's also, it's obviously, the connection. But Drake gets flushed outside the pocket. He sees Tez kind of take the top off the defense. And that's a really good throw, and probably a ball that Maye wishes Walker was able to come down with, because that was right to his left hand. A pretty good effort there.
They're going to give it to Hampton on 2nd and the full 10, and Amarian will get 5 before the whistle blows, or the better part of 5. So it'll be 3rd down and 5.5. And Amarian Hampton has got 141 yards tonight on 25 carries. And Walker comes back on the field here.
Yeah, with this being a incomplete pass, you're talking about a 48-yard field goal. I think this ball stays on the ground.
It's a 3-point game, inside of 4 to go. Duke brings 4, Maye slips up. Working to the far side, he will dive and have the first down. Right at the 25-yard line, Trey Freeman was able to trip him up.
I think Drake was originally looking to get to Tez Walker on a slant. For some reason, he didn't like it. But there's no hesitation. See how quickly he processed it and took off and run? That's a really nice play, picking up the first down.
1st and 10, pressure coming again. Maye is going to sail it toward the end zone. There's a flag thrown on a ball again for Walker. I'm not sure he was throwing it to Walker, trying just to throw it away, but nonetheless, a flag has come out. There were 2 Blue Devil defenders.
Holding defense number 0. Hitters 10 yards. Carries an automatic first down.
It was on Chandler Rivers. He and Jeremiah Lewis were both back there for Elko's team.
Well, and Drake does a great job of escaping, and when he escapes, and I think the hold was earlier. Once Tez saw his quarterback in trouble, took off to kind of work for his quarterback, and at that point, grabs the receiver. It's one of the reasons why a quarterback that can buy a little bit of time and escape creates so many problems.
1st and 10 again. Quick throw, and Nate McCollum is the receiver, and Duke has got everybody there. Johnson led the charge. My heavens.
I think that's an RPO and a bad decision by Drake. I think it's a
Wesley Williams, I think, was there too. And Williams is shaken up on the play. And I don't know that this is a cramp or. But nonetheless, we get a stoppage of play here under 3 minutes to go and a loss of 4 on the catch by McCollum. Mike Elko is going to use the visit to check on his football player to litigate for his team with Jeff Flanagan. Well, Mike Elko tonight. Here tonight in year 2, trying to win this Victory Bell game for the first time. And our Bojangles Big Bow moment comes from Elko's gambles.
I mean, just a little dead spot. The return for the return team for Carolina, and then it leads to the Jordan Waters touchdown. He's just able to bounce it outside. And hasn't it felt like a couple times that Carolina was just pulling away?
Yep.
But, you know, whether it was, you know, the onside kick or whether it was
a couple of fourth down conversions,
just kind of how you've managed it. I think that you've done a good job helping those football teams stay in this game. They've obviously taken the lead and put a little pressure at least on Carolina. I mean, you just look at the yardage. I mean, it's kind of like the quarterback graphic we had at the top of the show. I mean, obviously a much more accomplished quarterback in Drake Maye, but certainly have fought to stay in this game.
2nd and 14, shovel pass. Hampton dropped it. Incomplete. Now there was traffic there defensively for the Blue Devils, but Amarian Hampton, typically sure-handed, not there.
He just drops this, and it's hard to tell how that was going to be blocked because it seemed like R.J. Oben had a pretty good chance to make that play. And now if you're Drake Maye, you've got to be pretty careful here. 3rd and forever, but you are in field goal range.
Yep. Maye going to throw. Pump from the pocket, shoots it for the end zone, and it is caught. Is it intercepted or is it caught by Nesbitt? Nesbitt's in a scramble inside the 5. Officials are discussing again, and it is intercepted. The Blue Devils' Joshua Pickett. He got up with the football. Now they're talking. Jeff Flanagan, a discussion with his crew.
I think that Nesbitt originally caught this football.
There's a catch.
Oh!
First down.
How about this?
Mike Elko is going to lose his mind here. And Carolina's going to hurry up and try to run a play.
What a catch by Bryson Nesbitt. And Mike Elko cannot believe it. He thought Joshua Pickett had grabbed his 2nd interception of the year.
And I don't know how they're not buzzing down to look at this.
Here's the snap. The give is to Hampton, and he's tackled for no gain.
I have no idea why they didn't look at that. That play, we're replaying Tez Walker stepping out of bounds. I don't know how replay doesn't look at that, especially when that ball looks like it's moving. I think that Nesbitt catches it, but I'm not sure he still has it when he hits the ground, Wes.
Rivers,
and that doesn't get replayed.
Yeah. Here's Maye again, throwing to the end zone. Copenhaver with a flag down. There's a flag down on the potential touchdown to John Copenhaver. Here's Jeff Flanagan with the call.
Offense from the 53, the 10-yard penalty, 2nd down.
To your point, Tim, it looks like Chandler Rivers has a chance at pulling the ball away from Nesbitt as he makes the catch.
And I think the ball is starting to move a little bit, and so I don't know why we didn't stop and look at it. I don't know how it's reviewed that quickly.
And Carolina got their 2nd penalty of the game, so now 2nd and goal at the 15. Under 2 to go now. Both schools still with 3 timeouts. Maye to throw. Shot to the end zone for Nesbitt again. He caught it. Their flag's down. It's a touchdown for Bryson Nesbitt. Carolina has taken the lead.
Defense number 3. Here is the climb. Off the play a touchdown.
Not sure he's going to play to game winner.
He said it was watching him warm up. Wasn't sure if he's going to be able to go or how effective he'd be. Well, how about this catch? What a grab, and how about the one earlier on 3rd and long? It's an amazing throw, amazing catch, an amazing response by Drake Maye.
Maye throws his first touchdown pass of the night. Burnett's point is critical because it makes it a 4-point game with 1:55 to go. 60th career touchdown pass for Drake Maye. But Tim, the discussion point in this game is going to be this throw to Nesbitt inside the 5.
It's really a great throw, fitting it in there. It's a catch originally by Nesbitt. But that ball looks like it is moving as Chandler Rivers is pulling it out of Nesbitt's hand. So before Nesbitt's backside hits the ground, is that ball possessed by Nesbitt? And look, there might not be enough to overturn that it's not a completion because they ruled it that way on the field. But we saw that Nesbitt did not come out of that scrum.
And Pickett came away with it from
the football.
Yep.
Correct. Like that ball's moving, I feel like, the entire time. Now listen, is there enough to overturn it? I'm not sure. But I certainly think it deserved a long, hard look.
Carolina back in front, and now by 4 on the 10-play drive that ends in the Maye touchdown to Nesbitt. And with Terry Moore shaken up, Stinson is deep to take the kick of Liam Boyd, and there will not be a return. So Grayson Loftus, in his 2nd career start, will have 3 timeouts in just under 2 minutes in another incredible night in the Duke-Carolina football rivalry. Jalen Coleman starts with Loftus off the Blue Devil 25. Empty set, 4-man rush. Carolina. Loftus throws and off the hands of Samir Hagans. Incomplete. And the Tar Heels make some changes. Here comes Amari Gaynor. Here comes Tamari Fox in their defensive package.
I actually think that this is the strength for Carolina. Get those pass rushers out there and, let them pin their ears back in these known passing situations. I think, it's obviously, a defense that struggled to stop the run, but in this environment, I think they're at their best.
Carolina bringing the house. Loftus cuts it loose and off the hands of Jordan Moore. 3rd down and 10. Marcus Allen, the principal defender for the Tar Heels.
Somewhat surprised that Carolina's playing that aggressively with their corners, that they're not playing a little softer. Up and press man, you win on a single go route, could turn the outcome of this game.
Loftus, Moore, 1st down Duke at the 36. Nice catch in traffic against Allen. 100 seconds left to go. Here's Loftus with time now to his right. Gonna dump it down the field and falling out of bounds. Blue Devils make the catch. And that was Coleman. Mike Elko's got 3 timeouts. It's a 4-point game.
That's the key, Wes. Having the timeouts, there's no area of the field that you have to be worried about attacking. And while I don't think we'll see a run, it's really not out of the realm of possibilities that you might try to hit one.
Barton moved early. Now, it looked like Javari Ritzie. Was he playing? Or Rucker, I'm sorry, it's Kamen Rucker, 25 on the end here. So Jeff Flanagan's crew huddles.
Offside. Defense, number 25. It's a 5-yard penalty. First down. Clock will start on the snap.
Yeah, Rucker getting ready right here. His little flinch comes before Barton's. It's actually a smart play by Barton. I think he saw it and reacted to it.
Yeah. Waters now into the game with Loftus. He's had 2 huge runs for touchdowns here in the 4th. Straight ahead Waters. First down and more. Hurdles a man at the 35. Duke at Carolina's 33 now with 1:21 to play.
I mean, it's just a great effort. This is what I mean about just kind of popping a run, hitting it, because you're in a situation where you can call some timeouts, but the defensive line is rushing the passer, and because of a Carolina injury on the play, Duke doesn't have to use one of their timeouts.
Tamari Fox being checked out with 1:21 to go in a 4-point game. A year ago, Carolina had to drive the field. May threw to Antoine Green to win it for Carolina in the last seconds at Wallace Wade. And Duke may have that very chance here tonight. And of course, the Blue Devils have the football, and the play by Chandler Rivers on Bryson Nesbitt with Joshua Pickett over there can now just be pushed down the line here a little bit. Carolina was able to score on the Nesbitt touchdown, and now Duke. And the 4-point difference means in order to win this, the Blue Devils have to have a touchdown. Some kind of ball game tonight, huh?
I mean,
Waters again. Into the stack, rolls around to the 30. Gain of 3. Don Chapman the tackle. Clock works toward a minute to go. Elko with all 3 timeouts. Likewise for Mac Brown. Snap to Loftus. Carolina only brings 3. Loftus and trying to throw it. It's caught Moore, but he was out of bounds at the 13. Covered over there by Marcus Allen.
for me, it's Calhoun is the guy you got to try to get the football to if you're Duke this third down. Let him work the middle of the field. I feel like that's where Loftus kind of had the most success in terms of seeing it, delivering accurate throws. Going to have a trip set to the bottom of the screen with the inside-most player being Calhoun.
Jalen Coleman in the backfield. Carolina bringing pressure. Loftus throws, batted away. Tar Heels got a hand in it. It looked like, was that DJ Jones or Elijah Huzzy? Huzzy, 28, got the hand in the throwing lane. Yep.
And it looked like Huzzy kind of came off of Calhoun, fell in front of Hagens. Kind of bad route distribution for Duke. Two players in the same area. Now a have-to-have-it situation here on 4th and 7.
Dalmolin, the tight end, has gone to the boundary side, and now Mac Brown's called a timeout. Came all the way down to the in line to our left.
Timeout.
To get this called.
North Carolina. First, charge timeout. Timeout would be 30 seconds.
I'm going to tell you what I would do right now if I'm Mac Brown. I would want to play drop 8. You've got a young quarterback that you has been told kind of all week, we don't want negative plays. We don't want negative plays. Stay on schedule. But now you find yourself in this weird environment where it's 4th and 7. And so if you rush through, you want to hold the ball as long as you can and try to find a window.
Right.
I think it's just a way to have a young quarterback in a situation like this and fool him, trick him, and create tight, small windows because you've got so many guys in coverage. And so and on top of that, if you end up rushing Evans, Murphy, and Rucker, there's still a decent chance you can end up getting home.
Yeah. Well, and again, you've said this, Calhoun's your best option, but you've also found some room in the run game tonight too, Tim, here in this 4th quarter.
Yeah, you have, and I don't think you can risk, trying to pop a run in this environment. But I'd be surprised if Carolina comes after Duke. I would play coverage.
So here is 4th and 7. Tar Heels crowding that box. Coleman in the backfield. Snap, pressure coming. Loftus throws, looking end zone. It's caught. Jordan Moore.
That's why you don't do it. It's why you don't do it. All out blitz.
Duke has taken the lead with 41 seconds left to go in the ball game.
All-out pressure on 4th and 7. It clears it up for the quarterback. You see all-out pressure. It's catch and throw. There's no decision that needs to be made. You're not reading the coverage. You just see it. It's catch and throw.
Polino now to make it a 3-point game. And the kick is good. Jordan Moore.
This is what I mean. These are the safety players. They're coming in. So just take a look at this. Man, 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 man. Nobody else. All the quarterback has to do is identify the matchup he wants. It's a little stutter, go to the top, and it's catch and throw. That's what I mean about not having to read a defense. It takes the decision out of it for you. I'm shocked that they decided to come after him.
And Jordan Moore responds with his 5th touchdown catch of the year. And Grayson Loftus, how about you, young man? How about you? In some ways, the night of the young quarterback from Gaffney, South Carolina mirrors his head coach, doesn't it? Just keeps scrapping and fighting and trying to find a way. And now with 41 seconds left, Duke, who's got 209 4th quarter yards of offense, has taken the lead.
Now listen, 2 timeouts in 41 seconds for Drake Maye to get into field goal range is not crazy.
There'll be no return. Carolina will go from its 25. Don't forget, stay tuned after the ball game. Full coverage of Week 11 in the ACC. Live interviews and analysis from here in Chapel Hill on ACC Huddle. Everybody's bundled up and ready to go into the night across the way. My goodness, what a game this has been. And now, in what is possibly his last appearance in Kenan Stadium, Drake Maye is 75 yards away from a touchdown or moving Carolina in position to kick a field goal. Here's Maye up in the pocket and throws for the far sideline. And now a flag comes in on a ball intended for Bryson Nesbitt. Stops the clock with 35 seconds left. Matt Brown has 2 timeouts.
Pass interference, defense number 3. Ball be placed at the spot of the foul. First down.
Brandon Johnson guilty for the Blue Devils. So Carolina the ball, 38-yard line. 35 seconds and 2 timeouts for the Tar Heels. Maye cuts it loose, and he got hit as he let it go. And McCollum and Walker were the 2 Tar Heels on the throw line here.
Well, once again, R.J. Oben with a decent little spin move back inside, and then it's Peebles who did a good job of just kind of collapsing the pocket. Gets a piece of Maye, which forces the inaccurate throw.
Duke only rushes 3. Here's Maye to his right. He'll throw. It is caught short of the first down, and banged out of bounds was Hampton by Rivers and Stinson. So 22 seconds left.
I think the big thing here is, you want chunk plays, but you got to pick up the first down.
Here's Maye on 3rd down. Loops it for Hampton. First down for Carolina to the 46 of Duke. Matt Brown a timeout. Stops the clock with 16 seconds left. So now in plus territory, the line would be about the 31 for Todd Polino, because that would be his season long, his 48 at Pitt. Or Noah Burnett, by the way. I said Todd Polino, that's Duke's kicker, who's obviously won the weight game. But Noah Burnett made a 48 against Pitt, a 43-yarder last week here against Campbell.
Now, this is a good timeout by Mack Brown here as well. Obviously, ball in bounds, but they did pick up the first down, but calling a timeout. You got tired receivers in this environment, who've been running down the field. Let them catch their breath. You're also preserving that last timeout because you don't want to have to run out onto the field in a Mayday situation to try to kick the game-tying field goal. That being said, everything is still at your disposal in terms of working the middle of the field. Would you prefer the sideline? Certainly, but you can throw to the middle of the field. Shallow cross the test.
There it is. Walker crossing the field at the 40 and gets out of bounds at the 38. Chandler Rivers tripped him up. Tim, 9 seconds left. How many snaps you got before you got to worry about the field goal?
Well, listen, you have 2 more plays for sure, as long as you don't run around and waste a bunch of time. So you've got to play on time. This could also be, a surrender situation from the standpoint of catch the football and declare yourself down. So you could then call the timeout if it's in the middle of the field.
Here's Maye, quick shot, Nesbitt the catch.
You got to go down, got to go down, got to go down.
There's the timeout call. Mack Brown, 3 seconds left. Carolina calls their 2nd timeout. So their 2nd timeout of the drive, 3rd overall, out of timeouts. Now Burnett's got a kick for the tie.
Yeah, that's why you don't want Nesbitt fighting for that extra yardage. You want him to go down so that you can call your timeout. Eventually he does. It's a pretty well-orchestrated drive by Drake Maye.
Going to be right in the neighborhood of 43 yards for Noah Burnett to tie the game and send it to overtime. Mike Elko's got timeouts now. He's got a whole pocket full of them, and he's getting ready to start using them. First one getting ready to be called here in just a second. It is 42, just inside the 43-yard mark. There's the timeout called for by Coach Elko. That's number 1. How many? I don't know. But Noah Burnett is kicking to the same end of the field where a year ago against NC State in the final game, he missed a field goal that would have kept that game alive. And now in his final home game at Kenan Stadium, because he was announced on senior day before the game, this young man from over in Raleigh is trying to send Duke and Carolina to overtime for the 2nd time in series history. So here is Burnett. to get it to overtime, or Duke will win. Kick is away, and it is good. And Duke Carolina is going to overtime in Chapel Hill. Just inside the right upright. We go to overtime in Chapel Hill. Quick look. Carolina won the toss. They're playing defense. Here's Grayson, Loftus, and Duke. And Jalen Coleman going to flip it back to Moore on the reverse. Is he going to throw? He was looking to throw, and instead, Don Chapman and Gio Biggers wrap him up. So Duke gives back a few yards on the first play. Looked like they were trying to find something toward Calhoun in the end zone.
Yeah, and it was Eliza Huzzy who did an excellent job of diagnosing it, and he stayed with Calhoun. Otherwise, could have been a first play of overtime touchdown by Duke.
There's Rucker lurking now on 2nd and 14. Loftus wants to get rid of it quick, shoots it to Coleman, and an open field tackle by Cedric Gray. Wow. Pretty good play by the linebacker.
Listen, it's a great play by the linebacker because he gets out there and he's got to make the tackle. And I think you got to be really careful here with the young quarterback. 3rd and 13. You don't need to get all of it. I mean, you may feel like you do, but you don't need to. You hope that he has that knowledge in his head because he's got the ability to obviously still kick a field goal in this first overtime.
3rd down and 14. And they're going to run it with Coleman to the far side, and a flag goes down as Will Hardy pushes him out of bounds at the 19. Is this a hold on Duke?
And that would be devastating for Duke because now move the ball back to the 40.
Holding offense number 62. It's a 10-yard penalty, 3rd down.
They're going to get Graham Barton on this. He didn't seem to agree with the call. Here he is out here.
So now 3rd and 24, and Polino's hit a 52-yarder against NC State at home. So you're out of his range right now. Loftus up in the pocket, sneaks to the 35, and down to the 31. So the Polino 52-yarder, now you're back inside that number 10, but not by much.
No, not by much, but I think this is what you have to do, 4th and forever. If you're near his range, I think you have to try it, and they certainly are.
49 for Polino. In the first overtime. Kick is away. And it is good. 49 with juice for Todd Polino, and Duke in front by 3.
This looked like it was good from 59.
Yep.
Wow.
So we're in the first overtime. Carolina getting ready to take over at Duke's 25. Tar Heels won the toss. They took defense. Each team gets from the opponent's 25 for the first 2 overtimes. In the second overtime, if they score a touchdown, they got to go for 2. And then after that, if they're still tied through 2 overtimes, alternating 2-point conversions until we have a winner. So here's Drake Maye and the Tar Heels. A touchdown will win the game. Maye to Hampton. And Amarian Hampton moves the stack 3 on first down. Maye's got his 12th career 300-yard passing game tonight on 27 of 41, and Hampton's got 144 yards on 27 carries. But Carolina still needs more in order to get their 8th win of the year.
Because of some of the red zone struggles earlier in the night, and you think about that, obviously this is what overtime is set up for.
Maye gonna flip it here on the near side, and that's Hampton again. Knocked out of bounds at the 8-yard line, and here we go, Tim. First and goal at the Duke 8 for Carolina. 13-yard throw.
And it's certainly been a problem area tonight for Carolina offensively, and you think to where they've had some success, it was getting to the perimeter actually. It wasn't going right at Duke. You know, kind of north and south between the tackle runs. It was stuff on the edge.
Maye goes under center again. Gonna shovel it away to Hampton. He'll turn the corner at the 5, out of bounds near the 3.
That's what I mean, these perimeter plays, right? A little pitch outside, you get a bunch of bodies out there, and then you get the big back Hampton just getting his shoulders square. That's a good pickup on first down in this tight, especially when you consider the struggles that we've seen so far tonight.
Maye in the gun again with Hampton. A touchdown will win it for the Tar Heels. Here's Hampton. No, Maye will keep it to his right and ends up being sacked by Jeremiah Lewis. Now it's 3rd and goal.
I think this ends up being a play that should have been a give. Lewis is outside there. It's contained. I don't know why Drake felt like he needed to pull it.
So Tez Walker will go to the left here. Nesbitt and McCollum to the right, Tim.
So here's the thing. Tez normally plays on the right side. So there's obviously something they have planned for him. But if he gets doubled, then you've got to be looking elsewhere. 18 and 6 are those players.
There's Maye, the fake. He will throw to the end zone. McCollum cannot hang on. And now Carolina will kick the field goal.
It's a little whip route that Carolina used to like to run with Josh Downs. And he wins. Ball's there. Just needs to be finished. It's a great route. Throws on the hands. That would have won the game.
Now, here's Noah Burnett to try and make his 6th field goal to tie the game. Snap, spot, kick is up, and we move on at 39 all. So, Nate McCollum had a chance. A little bit like quarterbacks, sometimes you're a wide receiver, you just got to flush it and move on to the next one. Nate McCollum had a chance to potentially win the game on the 3rd down throw from Maye. Instead, Noah Burnett kicks his school record, tying 6th field goal of the night. He ties a 1999 mark of 6 field goals by Josh McGee, ironically against Duke for Carolina. And now Maye and the Tar Heels will be on offense first here in the 2nd overtime, and we've moved to the other end of the Kenan Stadium field. Maye's got Hampton with him, and he'll get the ball on first down. And Amarian's got 5, 6, almost 7 before Jamion Franklin pulls him back. I might just let 28 run it a few times here.
Well, would not be surprised because they picked up 6 on first down if they come back to that, especially with Morales in the game instead of Nesbitt at tight end.
Yep. Big front. Here's Hampton. He's got the first down. Crashed inside the 15 to the 13. Trey Freeman, the tackle, and Carolina starting to move people here in front.
Yeah, it's just this one's really well blocked. We've talked about this front being disruptive for Duke all night, but first 2 plays of this 2nd overtime, done a really nice job creating running lanes for Marion Hampton.
They'll hand it to him a 3rd straight time. Here goes Hampton on first down, and he breaks inside the 5. It'll be 2nd and short at the 4.5. Trey Freeman, another tackle.
And if I'm Chip Lindsey, I'm just slowing it down a little bit, enough to let Hampton catch his breath after 3 straight carries, and handing it to him again.
Career high 31 carries tonight for Marion Hampton. Maye the clap. He'll move the pocket to the right. Drake will keep it and score. How about that? Maye turned the corner and then kind of had enough momentum built in his run, Tim, to fall into the end zone.
And it's quarterback sweep. Now you get Hampton, who we've seen his power tonight. He's a lead blocker. I made a bit of a Josh Allen comparison earlier on a fourth down play. Stuff like that, there's elements of that in his game.
And now a 2-point try for Carolina.
And it looks like we're going to get a pretty unique quad set kind of formation. You got an isolation down on the bottom of your screen to Nesbitt. Looks like he's potentially getting doubled.
Duke's got 4 on the line. Here's Maye looking right. Now going to scoot back up, throw to the end zone. That's caught. Copenhagen. 2-point play for Carolina. And now an 8-point lead at 47-39.
It's a great play by Drake Maye. He gets caught. I think it was a design quarterback draw. But this is insane. The referees missed this. They got a legal man downfield. Willie Lampkin is 5 yards deep into the end zone. Take a look at the right guard. I believe it's the right guard. Drake's going to take off to run. I mean, he's well into the end zone. He tries to hide. He kind of crouches down like he's going to hide. He knows he's down the field. It's an outstanding effort by Drake Maye. We've seen him do it a few times. Obviously on the touchdown design quarterback run. It's a good job of being physical on the way into the end zone. And then on the 2-point play, much like the left-handed throw we saw a few weeks back where he was trying to create. But
the playground aspect of his game is fascinating.
Yeah, it's incredible. The playground aspect is incredible.
So now here is Loftus needing the touchdown and the 2 for Duke to stay in it. That's Moore in motion. Straight ahead, Coleman. And he's turned back after a 4-yard gain on first down by Desmond Evans. Boy, the 110th meeting for the victory bell is delivered tonight. Somehow or another, we find these games where they empty the tank.
They do.
2nd and 6. That's Hazley, the tight end, setting up. They're going to hand the ball to Coleman again. And now we're down to 3rd and about 3 on the Cedric Gray tackle of Jalen Coleman.
You think, what we've seen is we've seen Carolina defensively continue to be aggressive and come after Loftus.
Jalen Coleman stays in the game with Loftus.
And it looks like may get an aggressive look once again.
Going to hand the ball to Coleman, and he will reach but not get toward the first down mark at the 15. Power Eccles shut the run down. And now all of a sudden 4th in the ball game for Elko.
Yeah, that's just a good job of meeting in the hole and kind of winning at the point of contact. Don't hate the call on 3rd down though for Duke, though, knowing that 4th down you're going for it. Now with 4th and a yard, maybe even less than a yard. Certainly a lot that you can do here.
4th and 1. That's Calhoun in motion. Snap to Loftus. He'll go to the left. Throw. It's caught. And this is Moore, and it's 1st and goal Duke now at the Carolina 6.
It's a really good decision by Loftus. They're running a sprint out, trying to get the flat. But if they don't get the flat, they also have that little shovel pass to Calhoun. But because Moore had outflanked the defense, just go ahead and give him the football. Nice decision, good read, good throw, good pickup on 4th down.
So 1st and goal, Duke at the 6. Carolina leading by 8. Duke needs a touchdown and a 2 to keep the game alive. Loftus hands to Coleman, right side, trying to bounce to the perimeter. Tar Heels rally. Don Chapman, his final game at Kenan Stadium, makes a play in space.
That's a nice job of making sure you can't bounce it outside. I thought really probably should have pushed this one up inside. Tries to bounce it, and Chapman's speed able to get there.
Calhoun and Higgins to the far side. Moore to the near side. They're going to hand to Coleman. No, throwing to the end zone and caught. That's Moore. The slant for Jordan Moore and the Duke touchdown. Grayson Loftus threw a seed in there, Tim.
Same exact play we saw the touchdown on earlier, just the other side. And a good job of keeping it in the body of Moore. Guys running slants, when it's in their body, they catch it. Extended over their head, they typically don't. Good job on that back shoulder.
Duke ran the two-point play earlier in the ball game. And now here's Loftus with 3 touchdown passes tonight in his second career start, trying to tie the game. Throws, end zone, no, and that's it. Carolina keeps the victory bell in double overtime.